Good morning, class. Um, this video is for SS2 accounting, and we're going to cover the first lesson that was given to you on your Google class. And remember, in the lesson we discussed what company account is. So, a company is simply an organization or an entity giving an artificial personality or an independent legal entity to operate and exists with perpetual succession for the purpose of profit maximization. Now, this entity that is formed is owned by a body of people, but it's different from the people. So first of all, you need to know is that it is registered under the Allied Company Act of 1990, and it is also given a legal entity or artificial personality of independence from the owner, and then it also have the element of successive perpetual succession, and then it also is established or maintained registered for profit maximization. We have three kinds of companies. And number one is a company limited by guarantee. A company limited by guarantee is a kind of company that the liabilities of that company is dependent on the contribution guaranteed by shareholders or the proprietors. So in registering this kind of company, there will be an amount of money that will be agreed by the shareholders and contributors or founders of the company. And when the company is being liquidated or when it's bankrupt, the liabilities of the companies will be only limited to the guaranteed contributions or capital. Are we together? Yes. So it is limited by guarantee. The liability of the company is limited by guarantee, and the guarantee is the contributions that makes up the asset of the company. Then secondly, we have the public limited company. The public limited company is a company that the unlimited company. The unlimited company is a company that the liability is unlimited. Such a company, when it's being liquidated or goes bankrupt, the liabilities of such a company goes beyond the provisions of the asset of the company. The owners of the company, from their own savings and other investment, make provisions to meet up with the liability of such a company. So in this case, the company liability is not limited. It goes beyond the company. It goes beyond the company. Friends and families can help contribute to settle liabilities. Then the last one is company limited by shares. So first, what is a share? A share in a company is referred to as a unit of the company owned by an individual. A unit of the asset of a company owned by an individual. So all the collective shares of the members of a company makes up the assets of the company, and each share owned by each individual is their own portion of the company. And so when the liability of a company is limited by shares, it means that the total monies or shares that make up the assets of or capital of this company is what the liabilities can only claim. So liabilities of that company cannot go beyond the shares into the private pockets of the shareholders. It ends only with what? With the shares of the company. And then lastly, we'll talk on the types of company. So there are two types of company. Number one, we have the private limited company. And the private limited company is a type of company that only allows a minimum of 2 people and a maximum of 50 people to register and own shares in it. And it is called private because it's being run by maybe one individual or family or relatives. Those are the only people that can own shares in such a company. It's used for little businesses or not that large companies. And this kind of companies, what is it's noted for is that the shares cannot be transferable to any person. Once you own the shares, they are yours, you can transfer it. And another one is the public cannot, someone from nowhere can come and subscribe for the shares of that company. And then that the company must end with the word LTD, which is limited. It means that it's a private limited company. It's a limited company. Okay. Then we have the last one, the public liability company. The public limited company rather. The public limited company is a kind of company that can allow members of the public to come and subscribe for each shares. In this kind of company, the shares are transferable, so I can decide to invite people to come and buy my shares. The shares are transferable. And then also that the shares are quoted in the stock exchange market. We will discuss that as we keep treating the company account as a topic. And then also that the title or the identity of the company, the name of the company must end with the title PLC, which means public limited company. So the company account is an account that entails dealings of this kind of entity. So this is just an introduction to what a company account is. As we keep going, we will get to a point where we'll deal with the shares, allocation of shares, and we'll not deal with the final account of a company. When we talk of final account, we're talking about the profit and loss and the trading account of the company. So we'll meet again, have another video on the next class, and hopefully we hope to move forward faster so that we can cover up for the time for this third term. Have a nice day and see you next class.